So in this video, we'll do another example of a related rates problem. Let's say that the equation 10n plus 31p equals 3,500 relates the profit in millions of US dollars to the number of employees for some large business. And let's say that the profit is increasing at a rate of 500 million US dollars per year. At what rate is the number of employees changing? Okay, so this 500 million, this tells me this is the rate of change in the profits. This tells me that dp dt equals 500. The profit is increasing at a rate of 500 year over year, okay? At least for that year. It could be different for the following year. So in order to determine, well, at what rate is the number of employees changing, I need to apply ddt to both sides of this equation. I have an equation that relates the number of employees and the number of employees and the amount of profit. If I find the derivative with respect to time, then I'll find an equation that relates the change in the number of employees with the change in the amount of profit. Okay, so I'm going to find dt of 10n plus 31p, and that's equal to ddt, of 3,500. On the right-hand side, this is easy because the derivative of a number is always 0. The left-hand side, when I find the derivative of 10n, I get 10, right? That's just using the constant multiplier rule and then the power rule. But the derivative, the variable with respect to which the derivative is being taken is not n, it's t, so I have to use the chain rule. So this is actually 10 times dn dt. Okay. Similarly, in the next term, 31p, the derivative with respect to time will be 31 times dp dt. And then, of course, this equals 0, right? So now that I've found my time derivative, I can then plug in the 500 that I was given as the rate of change for profit. So 10 times dn dt plus 31 times 500 equals 0. And now I can solve for dn dt. I'm going to go ahead and subtract the 31 times 500 from both sides, and I believe that's 15,500. So 10 times dn dt equals negative 15,500. And then I can divide by 10 on both sides, so dn dt equals negative 1550. What this tells me is that when the revenue is increasing, or not revenue, sorry, profit is increasing at a rate of 500 million per year, that correlates with a decrease in the number of employees at a rate of 1,550 employees per year. And that could be something where, to be more efficient, the company can, decrease the number of employees. They don't have to pay them. That can increase their overall profit, their net profit.